So here we'll be looking at a few old exams. So if the system, number one says, if the system of linear equation is inconsistent, then we want to find the value of k. So this k here is the same k over there. So the question is when it is inconsistent. So what do you mean by inconsistent? You have an inconsistent system when there is no solution. So inconsistent means no solution, right? And when do we mean there is no solution? It means when they do not intersect. So no solution, this means that what? The slope of the two lines are not what? They are not the same, right? Okay, or we can say no solution simply means they are what? The slope are what? The slope are the same, right? It means they are parallel, so there's no intersection. And also, we can see that B1 and B2, which is the y-intercepts, are not the same. So this is what we mean by inconsistent. And just a quick reminder, you will see that we have this earlier. This is what we mean by no solution, right? Look at it. No solution, inconsistent. It means that M1 is equals to M2. It means the slope hours are the same. The two lines are parallel and the y-intercepts are not the same. So this is what we are going to use to answer that question. So all we need to do now is to get the slope of the line. So first of all, you rewrite this in terms of slope-intercept form. This will give you that ky, what is ky? It's equals to minus x plus 5, right? And this means that y is just minus x over k plus what? 5 over k. So this is your first equation. And what does this mean? This means your slope, m1, is going to be minus 1 over k. Remember, the slope will be the coefficient of x, which is this. And what is b1? It's just 5 over what? Over k. So this is the information we get from the first line. Now, for the second line, which is this one, you also need to rewrite it in terms of slope-intercept. You will see that 5y, so we have to solve for y. 5y is just going to be minus 3x. So y is minus 3 over 5x only. So this is it. And what does that mean? It means your M2 is what? Is minus 3 over 5. But what is B2, which is your y-intercept? It's just going to be 0. All right. So now we are going to use this to find what is K. We know that what? We know that M1, since inconsistence means no solution, so M1 has to be equals to M2. So M1 equals to M2. It means that what? What is M1? Minus 1 over K must be equals to what? Minus 3 all over 5. See? So you just need to solve for K here. So minus will cancel minus. So we will have just 3K is equals to 5. And this means that K is 5 over 3. And we're done. So the correct answer is what? Is E, which is 5 over 3. Now you can see we did not even use the B's, right? The intercept. What is the y-intercept? The y-intercept, as you can see, 5 over what? K is not the same thing as what? 0, right? because they are not the same. Because the y-intercept for the second equation is what? Is 0. The y-intercepts for the first equation, if you substitute k to be 5/3 here, it's not going to give you 0. So it's fine. So these conditions are satisfied. So look at it. This is what we used here to find the value of k. Now let's go to the second one. The second one is now talking about exactly one solution. So exactly one solution means that what? So exactly one solution means this system is what? Is independent. And what is the condition for exactly one solution? Exactly one solution, it means there is only one point of intersection, right? So there is one point of intersection. It means that the slope M1 is not equals to what? M2. This is the only condition we need. So let me take you back again to what we established earlier. Remember, we're dealing with what? Exactly one solution. So exactly one solution means this one. You see, this is where you have only one intersection, either this or this point, right? And we said this condition is enough. M1 is not equals to M2. Remember, we said B1 and B2 could be the same, they could be different. So all you need is just use the fact that the slopes are not the same. That is all we need to answer this one question. So M1 is not equals to M2. Let's take it from there. So we need to get what is M1 and what is M2. We go back to the equation here. So here we're instead of X and Y, we're dealing with what? We're dealing with U and V. So it's fine. You can do it either way. So you can assume this to be your X, U to be your X, this to be your what? Your Y. It's fine. So even if you take it the other way, you're still going to get the same solution. So now let's solve for Y. In this case, if I solve for Y, which is the same thing as solving for V, you will have 2V. 2V is what? Is minus U plus 1. You see that? So V is what? Minus U over 2 plus 1 over 2, right? So now what will be our slope? What will be our M1? M1 will be the coefficient of U, which is minus half. B1 will just be what? 1 over 2. Okay. Now, let's move from here. This is equation 2. Also, I will rewrite it. If you look carefully, you can see that A squared V is what? Is minus 2 plus A, right? So it means that V is minus 2 over A squared. So here we're assuming A is not 0. Then plus A over what? Over A squared, right? See this? So it means that your M2, which is the slope, is just going to be the coefficient of U, which is minus 2 over A squared, right? And B2, which is the y-intercept, is just going to be 1 over A, because it's A over A squared, so which is just 1 over A, right? Now, since we're dealing with exactly one solution, all we need to make sure is that the slope are not the same. So we will use this one, M1 not equals to M2. What does that mean? What is M1? It means that minus half is not equals to minus 2 over what? A squared. And what does that mean? The minus will cancel minus, so we will have just half is not equals to 2 over what? A squared. So A squared is not equals to 4. So if a squared is not equals to 4, what does that mean? It means that a is not equals to plus minus the square root of 4. Therefore, a is not equals to plus minus 2, right? So it means that a is not equals to 2, and in this case, not all, and a is not equals to minus 2. So that is the solution. So we see, we just use that the slope hours are different. That is enough. Remember, exactly one solution is the same thing as saying one solution is the same thing as saying independent system. All right, so let's look at example 3. It said, which one of the following ordered pair is a possible solution of the linear system? So in this type, you just need to try to solve. If you try to solve this by any of the method, elimination, let's try to do elimination. If we want to do elimination by this one, let's say we try to eliminate y. If you want to eliminate y, we can multiply this one by what? Or we can multiply equation this by, let's say, 4. So if you multiply equation 1 by 4, this will become 8x minus what? 2y. It's equals to minus 4. And here you still have minus 8x, right? Plus what? 2y is equals to 4. Am I correct? Yes. Equation 2 still remains the same. We multiply equation 1 by 4. Now, if you look here, we try to add, this will become 0, 0, 0. So see, 0 equals to 0, which is always what? Always true. And when you have this, this means that you will have infinitely many what? Many solutions. You have infinitely many solutions. Okay? Now, since we have infinitely many solutions, what can we do? The best way to try to solve this is what? The best way to try to solve this one is to try to solve for one variable. Remember? Now, how do you do that? You can solve from any of the equations, right? Just solve for one variable for any of the equations, and you let. So let's go to equation. If you look at equation 1, you see from equation 1, we can see that 2x is equals to what's half y minus 1, right? Now, so what is x? Or we can multiply both sides by 2, so that this becomes 4x is equals to y minus 2. Yes, you can do that. Now, we can solve this. So it means that this x is just going to be y minus 2 over what? Over 4. All right. So x is equals to y minus 2. So because we used equation 1, so if you solve from equation 1, we multiply, we just solve for x. So if you want to write this equation, so it means our solution set, remember, is going to be in terms of x and y, right? So here we can let y to be k, but if we don't want to let y to be k, we can represent this in this way. So this is going to be x, that is, if we want to make it in terms of x, we can write x, so let's say what is our x? Remember, our x is this one. So this is just y minus 2 over 4, comma, then we leave y just the way it is. So this is our solution set. So, but what is y here? Y here means any real number, right? So that is why you can see the answer is what? The answer is B. So we just solve for one variable x, and then we represent. So here we are writing what? We are writing y in terms of what? We are writing everything in terms of what? In terms of y. Now, let's see another way we can represent this same solution here. Let me use a different pen here. So remember here we said x is equals to y minus, so we can, instead of this, we can write this one. We can solve for y. How do I mean by solve for y? Because if you look at this from here, I can say that what? I can say that y is what? Is 4x plus what? Plus 2. I can do this one. So which means that instead of writing our solution as x comma y, right, I can write it as x. Then in the place of y, I can just put 4x plus what? Plus 2. So this will be another solution. So it now depends. You have to look at the options and see which one works. So I hope it is clear, right? But we will work with this one because we have to look at the option. If you look at the option, this is the only one where you have y minus 2, 4. This means you are writing everything in terms of y. So this is correct. But if you try to write everything in terms of x, you should have this one. But you can see that this is not part of the what? Of the option. So our answer is B. This is O. All right, so let's look at this one. Number 4. What is number 4? Number 4 is saying if AB is the solution, then we need to find what is A minus what? A minus B. Okay. So here we just have to solve, but we need to clear the fraction to make life easy. So what we can do is we can multiply by, here we can multiply by the LCD is better. So we can multiply this by 12. We can multiply this by 6. So if you multiply this by 12, what will this be? This will become 12 times what? 2x minus 1 over 3 plus 12. Make sure you put a bracket. Don't forget this bracket. So that is the LCD. Then this one will multiply by 6. So you have 6 times x plus 3 over 2 plus 6 times. No, here is a minus. So there's a minus here. And this is x minus y over 3. And e equals to what? E equals to 6 times what? Times 3, right? Now, this and this will cancel. This is 4. This is 3. So now, and this and this will give us what? 2. No, this is 3, and this is 2. So here will become 4 into 2x minus 1 plus 3 into y plus 2. Everything is going to be what? Is it 48? While here, you will have 3 into x plus 3 minus 2 into x minus y. And this is equals to 18, right? Now, this is going to be 8x minus 4 plus 3y plus 6 is equals to 48. And here you have 3x plus 9 minus 2x plus 2y is equals to 18. Right. Now, this is going to be 8x, we can rewrite. So you have 8x plus 3y. It's equals to what? 48 minus 6 plus 4, right? And this one will be 3x plus what? 2y. It's equals to 18, correct? And this is just going to be 18 minus 9. 18x minus 9. All right, so this is going to be just 8x plus 3y is equals to what? This minus this is 42. Is it 46? And here we'll have 3x plus 2y is equals to 9. Right. So we have this system, which we're going to deal with now. So we have this one. After clearing the fractions. Okay. So now to solve this one, we can go for elimination, or we can go for substitution. So let's call this one, let me call this one my equation 1. Let's call this one equation 2. So if I want to eliminate, let's multiply this by 2 and multiply this by 3. So this is going to be 16x plus what? Plus 6y. And this is going to be 92, right? 92. All right. And here we will have what? We will have multiplying by 3 here. This is going to be 9x plus also 6y. And this is going to be 27. So here, what do? We can subtract. If you subtract, you will eliminate the y. You will eliminate the y. And here we will have 7. And this will be 92 minus 27. Yep. Now we have in something which is not very nice. So 65. Yeah, this is going to be 65, which is not nice. So I think something is wrong. Let's trace this backward. I think here, yeah, this equation is not correct. This is okay here. But if you look at this, here is just, you're supposed to be just x because you have 3x and minus 2x. So this will just be x. So you have x plus 2y is this. So here is not 3x, but x plus 2y. Yeah, this is 48 minus 2, 40. So this is 46, right? And this is just going to be 9. Yeah. All right, so this is the equation we are working with actually, this one. Is x plus 2y, it's equals to 9. Now, how do we solve this? We can solve this by substitution. So we'll call this one equation 1. Now we'll call this equation 2. So we see that from where? From equation 2, x is what? 9 minus what? Minus 2y. Then we'll substitute this in what? In equation 1. So which is 8. Instead of x now, we'll put 9 minus 2y plus 3y. It's equals to 46, right? So this is what we will do, and this will give us this is 78, right? 72. So okay, this is 72 minus 16y plus 3y is equals to 46. Right. So here we need to solve for y. So 72 minus is going to be 13y. It's equals to 46. Correct? So we have 72 plus what? Plus 46 is going to be 13y. So this is 118. It's equals to 13y. And then we can divide. Yep. So what are we going to get here? So this is minus, not plus. So this is minus 46. This equals to 13y. And this is nothing but what? 26 is equals to 13y. So y is going to be 2 here. So if y is 2, what is x? Remember already x equals to what? 9 minus 2y. So this is 9 minus 2 times 2. So x is 9 minus 4, which is equals to 5. So the solution, our x and y, we have only one solution for this system, which is just what? Which is just AB x and y is what? Is x is 5, y is 2. So this is the A and this is the B. So A minus B is just going to be 5 minus 2, which is 3. Yes, so the answer is going to be D is the answer. So the first thing is just clear the fraction, and by multiplying by what? By LCD, then you have, then you're back to just linear equations, and you solve them using substitution, or you can use elimination method. Now let's see the last question here. It says you find the values of k for which the system has a what? Has a unique solution. Has a unique solution. So what is a unique solution? Unique solution simply means one solution, right? One solution. That is what a unique solution means. And when do you have one solution? One solution simply means that what? The slope M1 is not the same thing as what? M2. This is what we mean by one solution. Okay, so It means, first of all, you need to find what is M1. What is M1 from this equation here? We have 3k plus what? Y is equals to 11. What does that mean? It means that ky is what? Minus 3x plus 11. So what is y? Y is minus 3 over kx plus 11 over k. So this is your first equation. And this means that M1 is what's minus 3 over what's over k. And B1 is 11 over k. All right. Then you go to equation 1. This is equation 1. Now, equation 2. What is equation 2? You have 2x plus 4y equals to 9. And what is the meaning of this? This means that we can solve for y. For y is going to be minus 2x plus 9. So y is minus 2 over 4x plus 9 over 4, right? And this means that what? M2 is just minus 2 over 4. K B2, what is B2? It's just 9 over 4. But we know what we need is just what? It's just this one. We just need this one and this one. M1 should not be equals to M2. Why? Because we are dealing with what? We are dealing with one solution. One solution. So we have it M1 not equals to M2. It means that minus 3 over k should not be equals to minus 2 over what? Over 4. And this we can easily solve by cross multiplying, right? We can easily solve this one. This is over 4 here. So if you want to solve this one, what does that mean? It means minus 3 over k. You can even drop the minus. So 3 over k is not equals to what? 1 over 2. And what does that mean? It means that k is not equals to what? 6. Right? It means that k is not equals to 6. So that is why we have this answer here. Every k, but k is not equals to 6. All right? So that's it. End of this video series for 10.1. So thank you for watching. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly do that and also share with your friends.